kid coming in and changing things. And Stephen A. Smith here to help us just understand. 22 years old, putting up 48 points. What did you take away from that game and Trae Young's performance, Stephen A.?
Well, first things first, Trae Young is spectacular. Let's just get that out of the way first. He's cat quick. He's got a J. He's got a beautiful floater in the lane. And on top of it all, he's an expert at drawing fouls. And so when you consider the three-point play that he scored on Giannis when he had to go to the free throw line for 3 free throws because Giannis slapped him in the face accidentally and what have you. These are the kind of things that Trae Young is capable of doing, creating contact and forcing you to be a bit too careful. And as a result, it stripped you of your aggression when you're defending him, and he's able to do incredible damage because of his marksmanship, his ability to know how to play, his high basketball IQ, his decision-making, ball handling skills, all of those different things. So he put forth a Kevin Durant kind of performance, shooting 50% from the field and scoring 48 points on the evening. But let's not forget the other guys that helped him. Let's remember John Collins. He had 23 points and 15 rebounds. Let's talk about Clint Capella, who had 19 rebounds. Let's point time buckets as well. He only had about 4 buckets on the evening, but a couple of them were big time to really stymie the momentum of the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on the Milwaukee Bucks side, at some point in time, we just got to call a spade a spade. This basketball team during this postseason hasn't played the most intelligent basketball you can find. Brook Lopez has no business being on the floor. He is a liability. He's big but entirely too slow, so you put him in pick and roll situations. He can't come out and defend anybody on the perimeter, which means that you're surrendering those floaters to a Trae Young or the alley-oops to Clint Capella the moment he comes out and steps a foot away from the basket. Middleton is a walking roller coaster. 1 minute he's dropping 39. Another game he can't hit the backside of a barn. He shoots 6 of 23 tonight. That's a problem. And then you got Jrue Holiday, who had an exceptional offensive game, scoring 33 points and hitting a lot of his shots, including 5 3-pointers. But here's the flip side. This is an all-defensive player kind of player in the National Basketball Association. He's constantly considered for All-Defensive Player of the Year, or at least first-team All-Defensive. Where was he tonight when Trae Young was running roughshod over them? Nowhere to be found. So they've got some decisions to make. They're going to have to go small. You're going to have to put Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 5 spot. You're going to have to do those kind of things to maintain some size, but to answer Atlanta's quickness and perimeter shooting with that of your own. And oh, by the way, Pat Connaughton, wide open, air ball 3. Really? Somebody like Forbes needs to be getting the 28 minutes he got instead of Forbes getting just 12 minutes. Those are your answers.
Absolutely. When you look at those two teams, and you touched on it a bit, but I want you to expand, what are the differences in the Hawks and the Bucks in the two performances you saw from those two teams tonight?
Well, see, to me, first of all, the Atlanta Hawks have nothing to lose. They have no fear whatsoever. They're unfazed by going on the road. They took 2 or 3 at Madison Square Garden from the New York Knicks. They took 3 against the Philadelphia 76ers, 3 or 4 on Philadelphia's home court, winning games 1, 5, and 7. And then they opened this series going on the road. So they've got 6 road wins already in this postseason. They're exceptionally well coached by Nate McMillan. They've got a star in Trae Young who has no fear, no conscience whatsoever. And he's surrounded by dudes who knows what he can do, but also know what they can do, particularly as perimeter shooters. They don't believe they're second to anybody when it comes to shot-making ability, and that's what makes them so lethal. Whereas on the other hand, with Milwaukee, you don't know what you're going to get from them. Yeah, Jrue Holiday hit jump shots tonight. Chris Middleton hit shots in Game 6 of the semifinals against the Brooklyn Nets, but Jrue Holiday wasn't there in Game 7, but he was there in Game 1 today. You can't get the both of them to produce for you offensively on the same night. You can't rely on Giannis to hit perimeter shots, and Pat Connaughton, clearly, he's a roller coaster himself as well. And so when you look at it from that perspective, along with Budenholzer, who's done some highly questionable things on the defensive side of the ball with this team throughout these playoffs, what you're seeing is an Atlanta Hawks team playing loose with absolutely nothing to lose because the world, including myself, counted them out and they know what they can do. Whereas you got a team like the Milwaukee Bucks having a boatload of pressure on themselves and playing like it. And that's a huge problem. They play tight. They play a little bit too. They're not loose at all. I said they play very, very tight. And as a result, you don't know who you can rely on to come through from you in the waning moments because Giannis is questionable for the free throw line, even though he hit some tonight. He's really an interior player or an open court player finishing at the basket, and you don't know know who you can rely upon to come through for you on a game-in, gate-out basis from the perimeter if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. That's the problem right now, and it's a problem the Atlanta Hawks do not have, and they're clearly capitalizing on.
Yeah, certainly. Sometimes overthinking is the killer, and if you just come in and do what you know, Eastern Conference Finals, Atlanta coming into Milwaukee, showing up, showing out. But history in the making, or is it? I don't know. Trae's like, it might have something to do with that. Trying to pull off yet another upset on the road. But I want you to take a notice of Brook Lopez and the Bucks and their pick and roll coverage on Trae Young. So much room for Young to do whatever the heck he wants. Hawks down 7, Lopez sagging in the paint, and Young just enough room, hit the 3, Hawks down 4. Next Hawks possession, Lopez, all right, just go for it, buddy. Yep, drills it. Young, 25 points in the first half. I mean, guy was doing it all. Now to the third. Caring is caring. I can help you out. That's John Collins finishing with the alley-oop. Watch that placement right at the rim. You think they watched the Suns game last night? Saw a thing or two. They were like, yeah, we could try that, because they tried it again. Young driving, passing to Collins, throw down. Smart pass from Young. And the placement right on the money. Can't guard that. A few minutes later, Young crossing over to Drew Holiday. Pass. Watch a little shimmy. Wait. Ooh, that's pretty. Hits it. But watch this crossover. And make sure Holiday knows. Wait. I mean, the disrespect. I love it. He's earned that. But Giannis is like, yo, did y'all see that? We ain't having that. 5:30 to play. Bucks down 2. Chris Middleton driving. Giannis. He's ticked off. We're tied at 98. This one's going to be a close one for this home crowd. Same score. Giannis. Yup. Fall away. The Bucks take the lead. All right, ensuing Hawks possession. Young, been hot. So long. That's okay. You can afford to miss it too, but Giannis running out of transition, gets the pass, and mine finishes. The Bucks have a 4-point lead. Missed the free throw, so now 3:30 to play. Young driving. Yeah, I'm taking over. You've seen me put on a show the first 2 rounds. Let's keep it going. What a play. He's 22, Nabil. What were you doing at 22? Not that.
Nothing.
Hawks trail by 2 after a free throw. 2 minutes to play. Bucks up 2 here. Drew Holiday. I got you. Yep, throw it down. Bucks taking a 4-point lead, taking a page out of the Hawks book, but Young to Collins. It was working before, it's going to work again. They trail by 1. All right, 40 seconds to play. Hawks down 1. Clint Capella, how you doing? We haven't heard from you. And he'll finish. Get up and get in. Yes, Hawks take a 1-point lead. Ensuing Bucks possession. There's 30 seconds on the clock. Giannis, what you gonna do about it? Pat Connaughton with a good look. And air ball, but PJ Tucker trying to save it. Giannis swatting away. And Young ends up chasing down. Nope. 4.6 seconds left on the clock. Bucks inbounding. Middleton trying to have some of that Suns magic. Not today, buddy. Young gets the rebound. Game over. Hawks win game 1, 116-113. Here's Trae Young.
We just keep fighting, and it's been fun playing with this group. And we just keep fighting to the end, no matter what the score is. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep fighting.
What are the keys for you all defensively when you have played another team with all of those weapons and you have to get a stop?
Yeah, we got weapons too. I believe in this team too. I mean, they got some good pieces over there. Got a lot of really talented people, but we do too. And like I said, I believe in this team, and we knew we could get a stop if we just buckled down and got it.
He's believed in his team. He